Russian Navy began launching missile attacks from their warships on the Ukrainian city of Mariupol via the Sea of Azov. Previously, it was reported that Russian ground forces were starting to be overwhelmed by a counterattack from Ukrainian troops. U.S. officials say Russia has bombarded Mariupol with long-range missiles from their warships, and heavy artillery on the ground has also added to the Russian offensive against the city. Russia itself does have a fleet of warships in the Sea of Azov, which is close to southern Ukraine. U.S. defense officials revealed that a total of 21 Russian warships are in the Black Sea, including in the Sea of Azov. There is also a video circulating that Russia shows its warships launching missiles near the coast of Crimea. To be precise, west of Sevastopol. The missiles of the warships seem to be hurtling towards Ukraine. Russia is still pounding the city of Mariupol, which they suspect is the nest of the Azov regiment and suspected to be part of the neo-Nazis. According to satellite images obtained by Maxar Technologies on Tuesday morning, thick smoke billows high from a number of buildings in Mariupol due to fire. These photos are the only glimpse of the current conditions in Mariupol. In this city there are no independent journalists who report on the surrounding situation, considering the fierce Russia versus Ukraine battle that continues to take place. Access to food, clean water, and even electricity is very limited. In fact, there are still civilians trapped in Mariupol apart from the humanitarian evacuation corridor that Russia had opened. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said there was nothing left of the city of Mariupol after weeks of Russian bombardment, he said in a speech before the Italian parliament. "There is nothing left there, only ruins," said Volodymyr Zelensky, Tuesday, March 22, 2022, quoted by Reuters. Before the war between Russia and Ukraine broke out, the population in Mariupol city reached 400,000 people. The Ukrainian government asked Russia to allow evacuating at least 100,000 citizens who wanted to leave. The Ukrainian government says the situation in the southern port city is getting dire. Officials say local residents lack food, medicine, electricity and running water. As Zelensky spoke, the city council said Russian troops had dropped 2 large bombs on Mariupol, but gave no details of casualties or damage. Once again it was clear that the occupiers were not interested in the city of Mariupol. They wanted to flatten it to the ground and turn it into ashes from dead ground, the council said. However, this news cannot be verified. On the other hand, Russia has not commented. Deputy Prime Minister of Ukraine Irina Vereshchuk asked Russia to open space for civilians trapped in Mariupol. He said there were at least 100,000 people who wanted to get out of Mariupol but couldn't. The Russian government denies targeting civilians in its attack on Mariupol and blames Ukraine for its repeated failure to establish safe passageways to evacuate civilians. Previously, the Ukrainian government opposed an ultimatum for the city to surrender in the early hours of Monday as a condition for Russian forces to let civilians go safely. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has lasted for 26 days since it began on February 24, 2022. Russia calls its actions in Ukraine a special military operation to disarm the country and protect it from the Nazis. The West calls this a false pretext for an unwarranted war. If Russia gains control of Mariupol, this would help their troops secure a land route to the Crimean Peninsula, which Moscow annexed from Ukraine in 2014.